Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Interesting day. Today's my birthday. Thank you. So I'm asking everyone to honor my birthday, to play nice. Do an act of kindness, an act of altruism. Just do something nice for somebody, just for the sake of being nice. Hold the elevator door, give somebody a compliment, take donuts to the office. And there's 2 or 3 ands here. And tell people you love that you love them. Let people know they mean something to you, that they're a blessing. That's really, really important. Life is so short. Let people know, please. Let them know that they're special to you. Okay, I have asked everybody to please make a donation to the Veterans Ranch. I'm on the board of directors. It is such an honor. And the Veterans Ranch offers free equine therapy to veterans, all active duty military and Gold Star families struggling with PTSD, which I wish they called PTSI instead of post-traumatic stress disorder. Post-traumatic stress issues sounds a lot nicer. But for people dealing with post-traumatic stress, complex post-traumatic stress, anxiety, depression, panic attacks, anxiety attacks, grief, loss, that's a lot to deal with. And we offer free equine therapy. So please, make a donation. It's a 501c3, currently located in Lakeland, Florida, in the process of moving headquarters to Weatherford, Texas. But we're here for y'all. Or you can make a donation to Uncle Neil's Farm. It's Uncle Neil's Home is a farm sanctuary. I do so much work with Rain and Scooter out there. They're in New Jersey, and it's an animal rescue. They have cows, pigs, chickens, cats, dogs, goats, you name it, they have it. And they're the best. And I love them dearly. I'm a huge animal lover, which is one of the questions that we're getting to in a minute. So please make a donation. Every year, I do a Q&A on my birthday. It goes well most years. So I have the questions here. Hopefully it won't take too long. I think there's like 10, 15 questions. It's not that bad. So here we go. And I'm giving honest answers. I mean, if you know me, you know this is it. First question, and I'm not going to give names except for this first one because she's a good friend of mine. So Susie Fibral, who is CEO of L'Oreal Room Redux, is just, Susie and I are tight. She means the world to me. And so as soon as I posted that I'm doing the Q&A, Susie shot me a question. She said, what's something fun you've always wanted to do but haven't done? I don't do fun a lot. I am so focused on work. I'm not really good at having fun. I know, I'm, of all people, self-care, I know, but I'm human, but my answer, what I really, really want to do, skydiving. So does she. So Susie, if you see this, girlfriend, either you're coming to Arizona or I'm going to Texas and we're going to do this. And I know she's in. She's a great friend. That's question 1. Then the next question. I get this a lot, and I do not meet men on social media. No. So in answer to, I got a lot of this question. No, I will not be your girlfriend. No, I will not marry you. No, I will not sponsor you to come to America. No. The guys I meet the old-fashioned way. I don't even do online dating. No. Is there someone special in my life? Sort of. Kind of, maybe. That's all you're going to get on that one. I keep my private life private for a reason. There's some scary people out there. Next question, where am I from? I am from the Midwest, which you can tell. Midwest people, it's pretty obvious. We are very outspoken. We're very open, very honest, this is us. I'm not pretentious. I was born and raised in Kansas. I am not a farm girl. I am totally a city girl from beginning to end, although I have dated guys who had farms. And just a real cute story, I dated a guy, he had his own aeronautical firm, and his parents had a beautiful farm in Kansas. They had wheat, they had cattle, and I love going down there. I love taking my son down there. And they had a lot of cows. I talked his dad. Now, this is back in the 80s. I talked his dad into turning the barn into a cow nursery because no mother should have to stand out in the cold and have her baby. And Marvin, God bless him, he did it. Galen, the guy I was dating at the time, just stood there and shook his head. He said, I cannot believe you got my dad to do this. So the cows had a nursery. So it was really cute. But I love farm life. I love animals. I do not currently, one of the other questions, do I have animals? I don't, not now. I always have. Since coming to Arizona, I do not. But I am a huge, huge animal fan. I have rescued cats, dogs, raccoons. Love the fur babies. That's why I do a lot of work with sanctuaries. So yeah, I love animals. The next one. What is my history? I'm a retired nurse, surgical intensive care, cardiology, just a smattering of family practice. But yeah, I'm a retired nurse. In 2007, I got my degree in family development. And then in 2020, yeah, I worked with Dr. Dimitriadis for 2 years and got my certification and degree in stored memory access trauma therapy. And that was big. That was time consuming. She works long and hard. But yeah, I have just, 11 board certifications. If you go to a doctor, be sure they're board certified. If you see a therapist, make sure that it's just not something they saw on YouTube and picked it up, that they have a certification for whatever modality they're teaching or trying to, use with you. Make sure they have the training. The next question, if I can read my own, I wrote all of this out. Do I like what I do? I love what I do. Absolutely, positively, I love what I do. And the second part of the question was, do I get tired and do I get frustrated? Absolutely. I see clients all over the world. That's why I start. Right now, it is 4:30 in the morning, Arizona time. But in the UK, it's 12:30 in the afternoon. I have a lot of UK patients. So that's why I start so early. But I love what I do. I'm available to my people 24/7 because nothing is worse. I found this out when I had cancer. Nothing is worse than being sick, being traumatized, being upset, and you need to talk to somebody then. And you call the doctor's office. Well, we can get you in a week from Tuesday, but you need somebody now. That's why I don't put people off. That's why I am always available to my people, always. It's important. And yes, I do get frustrated. What frustrates me the most, there's 2 or 3 things. When I tell people, now this is because I have my healing practice, because it's like laying on of hands, it's Reiki. And I've been healing since I was a little girl, since I was 3. So I've done this a long time. Yes, I did go ahead and get my Reiki master in 1977 when I turned 18, which means I have been a Reiki master for 47 years. Long time. But it's who I am, is what I do. In my healing practice, I will tell somebody, I'll get rid of their migraine. It takes 5 minutes to get rid of a migraine, no matter where you live. Get rid of your migraine, your muscle spasm, your backache, whatever it is. And I'll say, give me a call tomorrow and let me know how you're doing. And they don't. I want to know. I need to know if you're okay, if it helped, if you're still feeling good. And people are horrible about not following up. On the therapy side of things, people they're doing great. And I'm so proud of it. And I really brag on my people a lot. You're doing great. I am so proud of you. And then they will self-sabotage. And that's really frustrating. And we talk about this all the time. Don't self-sabotage. Don't think this. Don't let those intrusive thoughts in. Don't listen to the narcissist. They're setting you up for failure. And people self-sabotage. And then you're back to square one. And people that want to be a victim. There are people in this world that do not want to heal. They have allowed pain, whether it's physical pain or emotional pain, to become their comfort zone. And they want to be a victim because they like the attention. And you will take them so far, and then they will backslide because that's their comfort zone. And that's really frustrating. That's a hard one to deal with. Let's see. So I just told you I'm 65. I know. I don't feel 65. Talked last evening, was chatting with somebody that I went to school with. When I say went to school with, I have known this person since 1971. She has great grandkids. And that is just mind-blowing. That this girl I used to sit in biology with were now grandmas. My son and his wife are 45. My granddaughter's 13. Who would have thought that we would still know each other, let alone be talking about our grandbabies? I mean, that is wild. I don't feel 65. I think I feel 40. I really do. I feel good. I'm active. I don't feel old. I don't have the aches and the pains and all of that. So yeah, in my head, I feel 40. I know I'm 65. I try not to dress goofy. You know how you'll see old people trying to dress young. I try not to, but if I look stupid, believe me, my besties will call me on it. That's what besties are for. Let's see. Am I a vegetarian? No. I'm very careful with my diet. I eat healthy. I'm not obsessive or anything like that. I drink a lot of green tea. I might have a cup of coffee in the morning, 1 or 2 cups, but the rest of the time it's green tea, water, and I love organic whole milk. I eat a lot of salmon every day. Salmon and rice. Yeah. A lot of avocado. I love a good cheeseburger, a bacon cheeseburger. Oh, please. But it doesn't love me. I don't wear a lot of makeup. I wear eye makeup because after chemo, I had breast cancer in 2014. My eyebrows and eyelashes didn't come back in right. So that's where I wear the false eyelashes and such. But my skin isn't overly wrinkled. For 65, it doesn't look half bad. And that's because the way I eat and drink. I drink tons of water. I eat avocado. I eat salmon. It's good for your skin. It's good for your complexion. In 2015, I did go for Botox one time. And Botox only lasts for 6 months. You have to go every 6 months to keep it up. I haven't been back. So no, I don't have any fillers or anything like that. I just really, really try to take care of myself. I very rarely use foundation or powders. I mean, it's just, this is it. This is what you get all day, every day. Next question, my hobbies. Like I said, I'm not really good at going and doing and having a lot of fun. I mean, people come to visit and we'll go out to dinner or something, and that's nice. I love to read. I love old movies. I love to cook and bake. Let's see, what am I leaving out? Sports. Oh my gosh, I love sports. Huge. Love baseball, football, basketball, hockey. I played a little golf. I love playing tennis. I'm really bad, but I love it. I have not tried pickleball yet, but I love sports. Absolutely. I cannot wait for college ball to start. College football should be starting relatively soon. And I noticed the other day, the end of August, pro football is starting back, and I will be in front of the TV, every week with homemade guacamole and a bag of chips ready to watch the game. Love it. Let's see. Am I going to write another book? Possibly. Right now, I have 9 books out. I wrote 3 books for adults, 6 for kids. The main theme is okay to feel whatever you feel. That's what I want kids to know. You're not alone. no matter what you're going through, somebody else is going through it too. And it's okay to feel whatever you feel. My books for adults, the first one is I'm Just Me, and it's short. It's like 50 pages. And it's just stuff that I'd written over the last, I guess I wrote it 3 or 4 years ago. So stuff I'd written over the last 40 years. But it's good, and I'm proud of it. The second one is Relationship Sink or Swim. It's funny. It's about all the different kinds of relationships I've had and that people have in general, and it's good. And the last one is a little deeper. It's called Emotions, Feelings, and Moods, and I talk a lot about death, dying, grief, moral injury, PTSD, some of the really deep, heavy topics. But it's a really good book. I am really proud of it. And like I said, the books for kids are to help them get in touch with their feelings and feel safe feeling whatever they feel. And there's 2 books that are back-to-back. They're kind of a little sequel. And they're teaching kids cultural diversity is okay. It's okay to be you. It's okay to have besties that have special needs. They're still your bestie. That doesn't matter. Your friends are your friends. Love them for who they are. So I have tossed around the idea of another book. We will see. I don't know. What are my passions? I wrote them down. Faith, family, friends, absolutely positively. And then I give back. Because to me, if you want your life to be full of blessings, you have to give blessings. So I'm very involved with the Veterans Ranch. I'm on the board of directors. I do a lot of work with veterans, a lot of work with victims, a lot of work with people dealing with child trafficking. Those victims, oh my God, that just breaks my heart. That is just, those kids, well, and the adults too, but it is just so traumatic. And I do a lot of work with animals. So those are my passions. I'm on the advisory board to the Veterans Ranch, and I've been asked to be on 2 more advisory boards. It's not official yet, but one is dealing with sextortion, and the other one is dealing with mental illness. So, and that's a big honor. When somebody asks me to be on their advisory board, that's a big deal. So, yes, I will retire someday. You know, if I got $100 million bazillion, I would retire right now. I would love to retire, I think. But yeah, someday I'll retire. My favorite time of year is the fall. In Arizona, we don't have the fall. We have spring, we have summer, that's all you get. When I lived in the Midwest, I've always lived in the Midwest until moving here in 2020. I love fall. I love the colors. I love the crisp air, watching the leaves turn. Totally a fall person. Except I'm in Arizona and we don't have fall, but I pretend. My favorite beverage, jasmine tea and chai latte. And of course, I love coffee, but my go-tos are jasmine tea and a nice chai latte. You can't beat a nice chai latte. And my favorite food, this was asked by the same person, what are my favorite beverage, my favorite food, my favorite dessert. My favorite dessert is tiramisu and Black Forest cake. Love a good Black Forest cake. And my favorite foods, you can't beat a good bacon cheeseburger. Of course, it makes my skin look all boggy and yucky, so I don't do that. I love sushi, and I love lamb korma. Love lamb korma. Oh my gosh, I can make myself sick eating sushi and lamb korma. So that wraps up the Q&A, at least for this year. If you do have questions, DM me and I'll answer your question. Please respect my birthday, honor my birthday. Do something nice for somebody, just for the sake of being nice. Just be kind. You're worthy of kindness. We're all worthy of kindness. Be kind. Make a donation to the Veterans Ranch, theveteransranch.org. Make a donation to Uncle Neil's home. The farm sanctuary is uncleneilshome.org. They mean the world to me. Or, since Susie was the first one to send me a question, you can always make a donation to roomredux.org. ROOMREDUX.org. Room Redux will... I kind of get teary when I talk about this. So I do a lot of work with kids that have been abused, physically, emotionally, sexually, It just upends their entire being. Room Redo will come in, a Room Redux, and redo their bedrooms. They will flip that bedroom. They will paint, they will poster, they will get new bedroom furniture, new bed linens, new carpeting, whatever it takes to make that child's bedroom a safe space again. Room Redux is all over the US and the UK. It is phenomenal. Again, they operate off of donations. So please keep them in mind. They are a magnificent group, and I just love them to the moon and back. And recently they went, Susie always goes one step beyond. There were some kids aging out of foster care, and that's tough. Foster care is really hard, and a lot of kids feel they've just been thrown to the wolves when they're in foster care in the first place, and now they're turning 18 and they are just out. You're gone, see you, bye. And some of them don't have any place to go. Some of them got scholarships. They're going to go to start college or junior college, but it's scary. Susie and her crew went in, helped them with apartments, helped them get started, decorated their apartments, their first apartment. That's not only planting the seed for success, they're watering it. They're giving that seed roots. These kids are going to do great things because they know people love them. People have their back. We all need somebody in our life that has our back, that you feel safe with, your go-to person. I posted yesterday that so many times people in healthcare, mental health care, doctors, nurses, and I will even go so far as to say attorneys. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Teachers, social workers. I heard a lot from social workers yesterday. You give and you give and you give because we are the go-to person. When you get upset, you come to us. When you get hurt, you come to us. We are the go-to. But who do we have as a go-to? A lot of people will tell you, hey, I have your back. I'm here for you. And they're not. And that really hurts a lot of folks. And that's what we had a nice discussion, some of us yesterday, about that. It's really difficult being in healthcare, mental health care, being a teacher, an attorney, being that go-to person, being a mom or a dad, being that go-to person, and you need somebody to go to, and you don't have anyone. So Room Redux plants that seed for these kids. We have your back. So Susie, God bless you guys. You know I love you. I will end this. Have an amazing day. I love you guys. And we'll do this again next year. You and your questions.